Coming up on today's Daily Clone, how the Cyclones are responding to adversity, why pretzels are making Taylor Mauser thirsty, and what to expect out of Abu Sama on Saturday. All of that after a few words from our sponsors.
Looking for a good time? Thought so. Whiskey River is just the place. We've got the booze, the food, the vibe, and the amazing rooftop patio. The only thing missing is you. Whiskey River.
The Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise, the uplifting true story, featuring all the songs you love from his Grammy Award-winning career. October 21st through 26th at Des Moines Civic Center. On sale at dmpa.org.
Welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios here at Jack Trice Stadium for the Daily Clone on a Tuesday, presented by Whiskey River. The locations in Ankeny and Ames will be your spot this weekend for all of the great football. They've got awesome food, cold beer, good service. Whiskey River will be a good time for the big game this Saturday. And this big game Saturday is one where Iowa State will be bouncing back from some adversity. And this is a program that is built on responding to adversity. It's just, this is the first time this season we've seen it in a loss. As much as you'd love to see Iowa State respond to adversity this Saturday in Boulder, Matt Campbell says that his team already did it this past Saturday in Nippert Stadium.
Probably the first time all season where for a quarter and a half, boy, we didn't have it. And I think the character of our football team to regain it and give ourselves a chance to win the football game, those things from a coach is really impressive. You know, we had guys step up and make some really critical plays. We didn't make enough of them. And when we had the momentum back, the opportunity to finish it, we just didn't do it. And I think that's a great point, Rob. I mean, we had some great opportunity and gave ourselves some great opportunity in a really tough environment to put ourselves right back where we needed to be and didn't make the plays. And I think anytime you don't make the plays, what do? I mean, I think you go back to work, you know, and it's kind of what we talked about on Sunday of, you know, proud of who we are, proud of how we responded, yet not proud of maybe some of the moments that lagged in the game. And, you know, those are things we all own. And the nice thing is it happened in all three phases of the game. You know, it wasn't just, man, one side of the ball or this side of the ball. Really, we had lags in all three phases, and you got to go back to work. And the great thing is it wasn't an effort deal. It wasn't an attitude deal. And it wasn't even a know not what to do deal. It was just an execution deal that we've got to be better. And so there's only one way to attack that, and that's work. And so luckily we got the kind of group of kids that know how to do that.
One of the mainstays of this football program is the ability to be critical of yourself. That's especially true when it comes to offensive coordinator Taylor Mauser. When Rocco Becht completed 19 of 20 passes against South Dakota a few weeks ago, Mauser blamed himself for the one incompletion. When he looks back at the game against Cincinnati, he sees some mistakes on his own end. In fact, he compares himself to a very famous TV character.
I have enough George Costanza in me to where I'm always kind of just mad at myself for different stuff and think that it's my fault. And our kids here, like, you won't find a quarterback that's more willing to go out there and die for his teammates than our guy. And guys willing to fight. We played 91 snaps, and there's not one kid that's slowing down the whole time. So, like, when we have guys that fight as hard as we do and want to do everything right, like, you can't be mad at them for the attitude and the effort and the things like that. So, like, for me, it's like our guys will go out there and do everything we ask them. Like, I have to make sure I'm asking them to do the right thing. And, you know, sometimes you are, and sometimes you learn that you're not. But that's always my kind of outlook on it.
Taylor Mauser never fails to deliver on a good quote. Iowa State running back Carson Hansen is questionable this week after suffering a concussion in the first half against Cincinnati. Hansen's absence in the second half helped open the door for Abu Sama to have his best game of the season with 96 yards. Mauser said that Sama saw the 3-3-5 defense well and made simple reads. That's certainly something to build off of moving forward.
I walked out of that game like, how can we make it easier for him to go out there and play fast also versus different defenses, because he is a spark plug for our offense and he is so electric. We're going to need him to have his best game, you know, of the season this week. And the Colorado defense is really good. Like, they had some, you know, most of the yardage came in the first game against Georgia Tech with some quarterback run game and stuff like that, because they are incredibly talented and gifted up front, one of the most athletic defensive lines that we've seen here since I've been at Iowa State. And he's going to have to be the bell cow for us to go out there. But it's the mentality. When he's running hard and he's trucking people and jumping over people, it inspires the rest of our offense. Like, you better bring it. Like, this guy's jumping over people and running through people, whatever it takes. And it just kind of gives our offense another gear.
Abu feels like he and the O-line are close to breaking off a big run.
We're working on it every day. Every day I know the offensive line, they're going to give it their all, and they know I'm going to give them my all. So it's just knowing that we have each other back, for any game, just complimenting each other, and we know that there's going to be big things from both of our ends.
With or without Hansen, Sama will need to be on his A-game Saturday. Colorado has been pretty good at stopping the run against BYU and TCU the last 2 weeks. That'll do it for the Daily Clone here today. We'll actually be back in Ames tomorrow for Men's Basketball Media Day. Yes, somehow it is already here. We'll be your spot all crossover season right here in the Northwest Bank Studios. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can check out the Daily Clone Monday through Thursday.